Hello again, friends and fellow collectors. So this video here is you guessed it, what's in the bag, plastic bag edition. So I'm just gonna pull cars out and show them, but this is the bag. Get my turntable out here, put it right here, and turn this on, and I'll show you what I found at the thrift shop the other day. So I did get this. Now this just has made in China, so I'm not really sure. Couldn't really find too much on this, but how can you pass up a Lincoln Continental limousine? Very, very cool. Sorry if the light's not the greatest. Just using daylight as my light for my show. Okay, next we got this Matchbox open back truck. I do have a couple of these, so I've got to look to see the ones I have and figure out which one is in the best condition. I think I have one of these, but it's broke right there in the roll bars, so if that's the case, this will replace it until I can hopefully find a super clean one. This is one that I've always found hard to find, like very, very clean, unless you kept it that way. It's a really very like plain worn truck, but it's a very cool truck. So I remember having one of these from my childhood, so definitely another great find. Then I found this. Does have rusty axles. It's got some play wear on it, but I don't believe I have this one carded or loose. And you guys all know I love my Superbirds, Daytonas, my Mopars. So, and yes, I know it's red, so I've kind of got over the whole red thing. If I like it, then I might break down and get it if it's red. But this one was too cool in red with the black, white. I mean, it's play worn. It's got the gold wheels. Who knows? Could be a future wheel swap candidate. You know, do up the tail lights, re-chrome everything or something. But for now, we'll leave it like that. It rolls. It's got rusty axles, but it's okay. Then I found this Matchbox Chevy pickup. Does got some jacked up wheels on it a little bit in the front, but not a big deal. Figured this would make a really cool custom 99 Silverado extended cab with the step side on it, step side box. Probably I'll leave the design right on it. The taillights are done. Maybe just wheel swap it, but who knows? We'll see what happens in the future. Detail it up, or maybe I'll just strip it and repaint the whole thing and make a complete custom. But a lot of these for now, we're just gonna sit in the collection as is until I got time for them. So, but I thought that was a pretty cool piece. Then we got this Brickyard 400 Chevy Lumina. Not getting full-fledged back into collecting NASCAR, but there is some NASCAR stuff that if I see that I like, or from my childhood or something that I want, I am going to grab some NASCAR stuff. And of course, if it's Jeff Gordon, which I got to do another video on some of my Jeff Gordon stuff as well. Got a lot of stuff packed away, but I got some different stuff that is more than just die cast that I can show a few of the things that I have at some point. But yeah, so am I getting full-fledged back into NASCAR? No, but I mean, something like that. Brickyard 400, the purple, the gold, you know, very, very popular race. So, and I remember watching the Brickyard 400 when I was into NASCAR. So, and it's in pretty decent shape. Of course, this is the one, the Racing Champions, which, you know, who knows, it may, official licensed product right there. So hopefully this doesn't crumble, but if it did crumble later on down the road, the wheels will be donated to something else. But for now, that'll go in my like NASCAR collection. And on the subject of like race cars, here's a truck. It's like that 1500 Silverado, 96 Chevy 1500. And I didn't see this when I bought it, but it's okay. That's broke. I forgot that these were plastic. Some of them were metal, but most of them were plastic. But if you display it like this, or like this, or like this, you can't even see it. So, and it's probably gonna end up being in a case anyways eventually, or like a jammer. So you're probably not really gonna see it, and it doesn't really matter, because other than that, it's pretty clean. So happy to have found that. And then next is this Mercedes CLK GTR Maisto. I always liked this car in real life and thought it was a really good casting as well. One of the few Mercedes that I do like. Has some play wear on it. It's got those nice like turbine looking wheels. I'll probably leave this one just how it is. You know, it's got, you know, it's not perfect, but I mean, for play wear, to be expected. And you know, for a Maisto, it's pretty heavy. Then I grabbed this Corvette Grand Sport, which I do collect some of these. I don't believe I have this one, or I don't think I had seen this one. It was a Goodyear racing one. So I picked that one up. Thought that was a really cool looking Corvette. Then I picked up this. This is another Maisto Porsche 911 Turbo. Very nice color of blue. This is one of my favorite body styles, as I call them, is the whale tail, as I've always known them. I'm not sure what others call them, but so that's one of my favorite cars right there, 911 whale tail. So really nice and metallic blue. Like the silver. Don't care much about the number 3 on the front, nor that it says turbo, but you know, other than that, the wheels, the paint, that it's a Porsche 911 Turbo, definitely can set that aside for, you know, let that slide for the collection. Been trying to be kind of picky, but not so picky that I'm not letting good stuff, you know, slide for the collection. So there's that one. Then we have this. I like these old, like what I call the Mr. Bean Mini Coopers, the old school Mini Coopers. So this one was just too cool to pass up. Really good detailing on it. And it's just like powder blue, but it's got the checker on top. So I thought that was really cool. So I had to have that because I like that blue with like the checkerboard or checker flag on top. And I mean, it rolls good. The wheels aren't bad. I mean, this is pretty decent other than some play wear. So definitely had to grab that. And then we got this. This is probably going to end up getting a wheel swap. These front wheels are bent a little bit on here, so may touch it up, do some details, wheel swap it. Yes, it's red, but how iconic is a old 32 3-window coupe, red with flames on it, and you guys know I'm a sucker for flames. So it came home with me. So there's that one. And then we're going to show this. So you guys know I like my Porsches, not only the 911 turbos, but the 959s. I don't believe I have this one in this light blue. Got some good sized chips. This is heavy. This is one back of metal base, metal body, 1987. You know, it's got the 5 spokes on it. And it looks like it has a dark blue interior in it, which I just noticed. So blue interior, light blue, 5 spoke, a few chips, but definitely could not pass up a metal on metal Porsche 959 that rolls. Then I've got a couple Corvettes. So I did find this Corvette. Now this one, I set it aside when I was going through the bucket, and I said I'll come back to it. And I wasn't really sure at first. Then I went through the rest of the cars, and then I was putting stuff back in the bucket. And then I went to put this one back in the bucket, and I looked at it. I said, you know what? I know it's red. I know it has yellow interior. You know, kind of the McDonald's color scheme going on, which, you know, that's all right. But it was too cool to pass up for a Corvette, because I do really like this year body style Corvette. And it's okay with a number on it. Thought it was pretty cool looking. So I definitely grabbed that one. This next one that I'm going to show, I think Charles showed this in his police car video or National Police Week or whatever. It was this Matchbox Corvette, Matchbox Highway Patrol Trooper. Now usually, as you guys know, I don't usually collect a lot of different police cars unless I absolutely like them, and I showed some of the ones that I had in that police video. Well, here's one that's going into the police car collection because it's just too cool of a Corvette and police car not to keep. And I think Charles showed this in his video, so if he already has it, then I'm not going to send it to him because, well, he already has it. So I'm going to keep it. Unless something happens, he messaged me and says, no, I don't have it. Then I will get it in a box eventually and get it to him. So, but gotta have a, you know, cop car state trooper in the collection for those high speed chases. So rusty axles, but you know what, it rolls good. I think it's a cool car. I like the color of it, and one of the few state trooper police cars that I have. And then I got a couple VW Bugs I'm gonna show, and then the last one is a motorcycle. So got this. This is super clean. Now, I love Scooby-Doo. It's one of my favorite shows as a kid. Still one of my favorite shows. This is an absolutely clean Matchbox VW Bug. Axles are not, well, maybe that one. It might be bent. I don't know. Maybe it's the way I'm looking at it. But anyways, you guys know I usually don't do stuff with a lot of the tampos on the side like that, or characters, but it's Scooby-Doo and it's a VW Bug. How could I pass it up? So there is that one. Really like that color too. Then we've got this. Yes, the pink hippie Bug. And she's been to Woodstock and, you know, seen a few things and, you know, been to a few concerts and things like that. You know, she got the rusty old hubcaps on it and scuffed off fenders, and you know, the places she's been, the stories she has. You know, the world may never know, only her. So too cool not to pick up, and it's already like pre-weathered or whatever you want to call it. I didn't have to do any of the weathering. I thought it was kind of cool looking. I mean, I might do it weathered up, one of my first ones, but you know, it's got some weathered up hubcaps and stuff on it already, and bumpers a little bit, so why not? Thought it was cool. Always got to have a pink or, you know, hippie bug in your collection. And the last but not least, got the Honda monkey bike with the yellow tank. I like these monkey bikes. I like the motorcycles. And of course, it's got a yellow tank. And yellow is one of my favorite colors. How could I not pick up a monkey bike with no broken handles? Nothing else is broken. And the yellow tank. So that is my haul for now. Don't know if I'll find anything else, but if I do, I will definitely do a video. Hope everybody is doing good. Hope everybody's having a great year so far. It's been kind of chilly here. Haven't really had too much of a summer. The weather's been kind of wild here in New York. Hope everybody's staying warm. Hope everybody has a safe and fun Memorial Day weekend coming up. Hope if you guys are out and about, yard sailing, whatever, you guys are finding what you're looking for. Be safe, have fun, enjoy the hobby, share the hobby. Thanks everybody for watching, commenting, and supporting the channel. I try to comment back to everybody's comment, and I do appreciate it, no matter what. Sometimes it takes me a little bit. I've got a lot going on this year with kids. I got one graduating, one just turned 16, the other one's turning 18. Big year. Kids are, you know, getting awards in school. It's just been, you know, phenomenal so far. So just trying to, you know, go through and do all this, you know, family stuff first over, you know, the diecast stuff. Show what I can when I can and things like that. And, you know, got these big milestones I have to make sure, you know, we get done for the kids. So show our, you know, gratitude and things like that, and how proud of them we are. So definitely trying to make sure I get that done. And you know, if I find things here and there, I'd like to show them to you guys, share them with you guys. I haven't really done much for customs. The weather's been so crazy and went from like 80, and then we're having a frost warning for tomorrow morning, so I can't really paint anything or do too much of anything. But if I do work on some customs or wheel swaps or whatever, I'll definitely share them with you guys. Like I said, once again, thanks for everybody for watching, supporting the channel. I appreciate your comments. I'll comment as much as I can. I'll try to put out any more challenges, participate in challenges, and comment and watch your guys' videos. And if I don't, it's not because I'm ignoring you. I just, you know, got a lot of things going on with the family right now that are, you know, got to make sure those come first. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you in the next one.